Tracking the fallout from the disaster in Longview, the last two workers' remains were recovered from the implosion site on Saturday. The Cowlitz County Coroner's Office has now released the names of all of those 11 workers who were killed. Those victims include Gilbert Bernal. He worked at Nippon Dynawave for more than a decade. You're going to see footage from his celebration of life over the weekend. The communities of Longview and nearby Kelso came out for a last farewell. The celebration of life happened at the same time as a cleanup at the hazardous implosion site was being planned. Tomorrow marks 1 week since the blast. As the investigation into the implosion continues, Congresswoman Marie Gluesenkamp-Perez wants to make sure that workers will be paid. She says that she's now sent a letter to Nippon Dynawave Packaging on Sunday, writing, quote, "I was relieved to hear Nippon's verbal commitment on May 27th that all employees will continue to receive compensation during the course of the investigation." Since then, Nippon has seemed to walk back that commitment, telling workers they'll only be paid through June 7th. The Congresswoman is calling on the company to continue pay and benefits for employees through the investigation and any possible work stoppage. Now, there is a benefit concert planned for impacted families. Country music artist Court Carpenter grew up in the area and says that he wants to give every penny back to families who were touched by this tragedy.
We're all family in the small town. When everyone knows everyone, a tragedy like this really hits hard, and it's something that you don't think about until it happens.
The concert will be held at the Columbia Theater in Longview tomorrow night starting at 7 p.m. In the meantime, cleanup efforts and testing are still underway at the paper mill. Officials with the Department of Ecology say the drinking water in the area is still safe and that pH levels are where they should be. They also say water in the Columbia is safe and the chemicals from the paper mill did not contaminate that water. Still, they're asking people and their pets to stay away from any drainage ditches until the final testing can be done.